He spoke 9 languages, but none existed. The year is 488 AD. Samarkand, a jewel on the Silk Road, pulses with a chaotic energy. Merchants haggle in a dozen tongues. Caravans laden with silk and spices snake through crowded bazaars. And the air hums with ambition and intrigue. Amidst this vibrant tapestry, a shadow falls. A wealthy Sogdian merchant, Ashina, is found dead in his opulent villa, a priceless jade dagger plunged into his chest. Suspicion immediately lands on his household staff. Among them is Rostam, a Persian servant renowned throughout the city for his extraordinary linguistic abilities. He claims fluency in 9 languages: Sogdian, Bactrian, Tocharian, Sanskrit, Persian, Hebrew, Greek, Hunnic, and even a smattering of early Turkic, a veritable Tower of Babel in one man. But something about Rostam's composure unsettles the investigating magistrate, a shrewd but weary official named Farid. Rostam is too calm, his grief too measured, and a nagging question begins to form in Farid's mind. Could Rostam's celebrated gift be a mask? A carefully constructed illusion concealing a far darker secret. Why would a simple servant need to speak so many languages in a city where trade was typically conducted in only a few common tongues? Farid initiates a discreet investigation, dispatching his most trusted agents to verify Rostam's linguistic claims. The results are baffling. One agent, fluent in Bactrian, attempts to converse with Rostam, but finds his responses nonsensical. A jumble of sounds resembling Bactrian, yet utterly incomprehensible. Another, a Hebrew scholar, reports a similar experience. Rostam's Hebrew is a distorted parody, bearing only a superficial resemblance to the true language. As Farid digs deeper, a disturbing pattern emerges. Each supposed language spoken by Rostam proves to be a counterfeit, a carefully crafted mimicry designed to deceive. The realization hits Farid with the force of a sandstorm. Rostam is not a polyglot, but a charlatan. But to what end? Ashina's wealth was considerable, and Rostam, despite his humble position, had access to the merchant's private chambers. Could the murder be a simple case of greed, with the fake languages merely a smokescreen to elevate Rostam's perceived value and deflect suspicion? Or was there a more complex, more sinister motive at play? Then comes the twist. A hidden compartment is discovered within Ashina's study, concealed behind a tapestry depicting a hunting scene. Inside, Farid finds a collection of meticulously crafted maps, not of trade routes, but of military fortifications. Specifically, the defenses of Samarkand itself. Furthermore, the maps are annotated in a strange cipher, a series of symbols utterly foreign to Farid and his scribes. Rostam is brought in for questioning, and confronted with the evidence, he initially maintains his innocence, but under intense pressure, his facade crumbles. He confesses not to murder, but to espionage. He claims to be a spy, sent by a rival kingdom to gather intelligence on Samarkand's defenses. But the fabricated languages, he insists, were not part of the spycraft. They were merely a personal affectation, a harmless vanity. But Farid, by now deeply suspicious, isn't convinced. Why go to such elaborate lengths to invent languages? Was it merely vanity, or something far more calculated? And if Rostam was a spy, did Ashina know? Was Ashina's murder directly tied to Rostam's espionage, or was it something more personal? The investigation takes a darker turn. Farid uncovers uncovers evidence suggesting Ashna was involved in a secret cult, rumored to practice forbidden rituals. A former member of the cult, terrified for their life, reveals that Ashna possessed a powerful artifact, a relic said to grant its owner control over the very flow of language. The cult believed Rostam was sent to steal the relic. Rostam vehemently denies any knowledge of the cult or the artifact. However, Farid discovers a hidden tattoo on Rostam's arm, a symbol identical to one used by the cult. It is a symbol associated with linguistic manipulation, a mark believed to bestow the power to twist and corrupt language itself. Farid now believes Rostam's fake languages were not just a deception, but a magical weapon. They were designed to destabilize the city, to sow discord and confusion by undermining communication itself. But as Farid closes in, Rostam vanishes from his prison cell, leaving behind only a cryptic message scrawled on the wall in a language Farid doesn't recognize, or perhaps a language that doesn't exist.